Whew. Good early morning, everybody. We are live here with, we're about to be installing beta 2 of One UI 7 on my Galaxy S24 Ultra. It is 7:05 a.m. here in my local time. The beta rolled out around 4-ish a.m., 4:30 a.m. for me, but I was trying to sleep somewhat, and it really didn't happen. So I got up. We're going to go ahead and do this now. But like I said, beta 2 is now out, as well as the beta is now available in India. I believe that's the only additional country that was released today, but it is the same build as beta 2 for people who did get the beta earlier the week before last. So I haven't installed it yet. I did see that the beta was available to download. And I went ahead and I just paused the download so we can do everything live here on camera for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and resume the download here. It is coming in at just about a gigabyte on my S24 Ultra. That is the unlocked variant here in the United States. So just over a gigabyte, and we will go over some of this changelog, some of these bug fixes, and all that kind of stuff as soon as the update is done installing. So we will go over those. Shouldn't take us too long to install here. The upload, or the download rather, is just about done. And we're going to go ahead and hit install now. And we're going to let it do its thing. Like I said, it should be fairly quick. It's not too terribly big of an update. And we're going to take a look and see if we got any of our rumored changes. I do believe they fixed the now bar bug with the music player. So we'll check that kind of stuff out. We'll go over some of the stuff on the changelog and see what's new in beta 2. And we are using the new camera and microphone setup. So we've got the DJI Osmo 3 Pocket Creator Edition with the wireless microphone. So we should have some crystal clear audio this time, as well as the new Logitech MX Brio webcam. So everything is in 4K here. So nice, crispy, clear content. Everything, like I said, in 4K. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, I'm having an issue with OBS and having 60 frames a second. So right now we're at 4K 30 on the Osmo. I am working on fixing that to hopefully get 60 frames a second in 4K, but I can't get 60 frames a second to work in either 1080 or 4K right now for whatever reason, unless it is a recorded video. But for whatever reason, when I do it in webcam mode, Streamlabs just doesn't play nice with it. So don't know exactly what's going on there, but I'd rather have it in 4K 30 than 1080 30, so we're using that higher resolution so you get that better picture. But just keep in mind when you're watching this that we are live right now, so the animations may appear to be a little bit slower for you guys because you're only seeing this in 30 frames a second, whereas the screen is 120 in reality. When do you get it for the S23 Ultra? Don't know. Samsung hasn't said anything about the S23 Ultra beta. From what I've heard from some sources on X, it's probably going to be sometime in January. But right now, Samsung has not released anything for any other devices other than the S24 Ultras, or sorry, the S24 series. So nothing for folds, nothing for flips, nothing for the older devices. You may not even get a beta for the S23. You may just have to wait for the actual release. Depending on how they do the releases this year. It may be a little bit different since everything is later in the year. But we're at 50% right now installing, so shouldn't be too much longer before we're taking a look at it here. And I really want to see if the now bar now has the battery information that stays on the screen. I heard that was coming, so we'll see if we'll see if that's something we get in this update. I hope it is, because I really like to see the battery information as it charges, and that would make it a lot easier. And we've got the, oop, did that not work? Let's see. Moving this around, trying to find the camera. Why don't we have... All right, there we go. How's it going? How's it going? Just waiting on the install here. As you can see, we're installing away. I'm just fixing some of these. Ooh, is that a new... No, it's not a new background. I thought it was a new background for a second. I was like, why did it do that? Hold on, I'm just fixing some of these sources on OBS real quick. All right, there we go. Clean those up real quick while we waited. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look here and see what we have new in beta 2. I like how that rhymes. Let's see, let me just, it is finishing the system update, so it might be a little stuttery here for a second, but first things first is we're going to check the charging animation, because that should have been something that may be new here in beta 2. So we're going to take a look at that. And that beep you heard was just the power bank turning on. So we have that. See, anything new with the... Okay, so there's nothing new with the now bar. There's no now bar right out of the gate down there. I heard we had a new charging animation with the screen off, but it does not appear that we have anything in this update. So we're going to check and see if there's anything in the settings for the now bar. Let's see, let's check the always on display. Now bar. Okay, I think some of these are... Yeah, some of these... Okay, so they rearranged it. This used to have a separate, like, separate tab. But now it's just right here on the home page, and then it has a more items button right there, which the more items isn't capitalized for whatever reason. It's just all lowercase, so that's a kind of an issue, but, or not an issue, but a overlook. We're gonna open up Apple Music here, and I'm just gonna play something. We'll have the now bar come up down there on the home screen. So the issue I was having before is I could pause the music, and if I closed the music app, the now bar would remain on the screen and it would become unresponsive. You couldn't dismiss the now bar. As you can see now, it does go away when the app is closed. So that's good. So it doesn't get just stuck there and useless if you close the app. They did fix and improve some animations when switching apps. So I think they did speed like the the app switcher animation up. We'll pop into the update log here and see what is new exactly. So fixed continuous display error and malfunction after closing navbar. I'm assuming that's talking about the music issue, like I said, that we were seeing before. Fixed a displaying error of personal drawer app. I don't know what the personal drawer app is or what they mean by that. Fixed issue of not being able to connect to some TV products wirelessly through decks. Fixed problem when reminder widget transparency is not applied. I don't have the reminder widget on my home screen, so I don't know. I do know that some widgets were not theming correctly with the dark mode. Improved slow transition between apps on recent screen. So I'm assuming that is that. I guess they just improved that animation speed right there. Improved entry speed for Smart Select in Edge panel. I'm not using the Edge panel. Improved intermittent reset issue when using power saving mode. I never enabled power saving mode on beta 1. The only thing I did was change the power profile from standard to balanced or whatever it's called. I didn't have any issues or anything with that. Fixed quick panel operation error. I did see some people reporting that when you had this expanded, it was running off the page, or the tiles were running off the page. So again, very vague description of exactly what they fixed, but I'm assuming that is what they mean. Added option to set screen refresh rate within Game Booster. I don't have Game Booster installed. I don't use Game Booster. I don't have any apps that are really take advantage of it. Fixed background color off issue for weather widget. So I guess that means this. I do believe there was an issue with the background color that you couldn't. I think you could make it transparent, but I think sometimes it was glitching. So I'm thinking they fixed that. Fixed Wi-Fi and NFC connection error when setting as routine. Reflected other numerous improvements. So just a vague general description there. So yeah, I was really hoping that they were going to change the now bar to show, to give you like a now bar for the charging information instead of just the text, but they have not done that, at least not as of yet. Nothing has changed with the charging animation. It is still the same. It is still the same charging animation for the battery bar up top and the now bar on the bottom. You still just get the small text down there. What I was hoping for was that the now bar would just remain on screen in a dimmed state when the always on display was active. But like I said, that is not the case. So it looks like we just have some pretty minor bug fixes there. A lot of the stuff we were reporting in beta 1 with the now bar getting stuck when the music app was closed or the media app was closed. They did fix that. They did fix the error where the quick toggles were running off the page or running out of the window. So that is now improved and it looks like it's functioning correctly. The app animations are pretty much the same, but they did fix the, or I guess improve the animation when launching the app switcher and switching between apps. So the animations have been improved for that. But really, other than that, it's a lot of background stuff that there's really nothing to see. I was kind of hoping we were going to see some more visual improvements and changes, being, we're only on the second beta, but it looks like a lot of the stuff they are going to plan on keeping the same. Not necessarily a bad thing. It does work very well, but like I said, I was kind of hoping for some visual improvements with the now bar and the battery charging status, which I saw plenty of rumors on X that there was a new now bar for the battery and a new battery charging animation when the screen was off, but not getting that. So the only thing I see, let me take a look here on my end real quick and just peek around settings and see if I see anything new. If you guys have already updated, let me know. Can the brightness and the volume in the control panel be separated yet? No. They are still nothing as far as the panel settings has changed. So the panel settings are still the same. The edit mode is still the same. The only change to the quick panel is the fact that they fixed the quick toggles from running off the screen. Now I will check and see if they changed anything with the app drawer, because one complaint I had with the app drawer is if you did the, yeah, you still can't do, a custom. So what I'm talking about here is you can't do a, if you want the page view instead of the vertical, you have to put it in custom order. You can't have it in alphabetical order and have the page view. So it's one or the other. It totally changes. It changes the sort and the view, and that can't be separated. Yes, the beta 1 is available in India, and it's the first beta available for India, but it is still the second. It's the same build as what the second beta is in all the other countries. So you're not getting the original beta. You are still getting the updated version, but it is just the first beta for you guys. I'm gonna poke around settings here and see if I see anything new. The only excuse me, the only thing I saw so far was was the fact that the navbar settings page looked a little bit different. Instead of having a tab there, the more options was just underneath it. But everything else, I mean, looks pretty much the same. I don't see much new. One thing everybody was still hoping for is that at some point in One UI 7, we would get more battery information, such as battery health, battery capacity, cycle count, stuff like that. Again, that still has not happened. I don't know if that's going to be a limitation of the phone, and that might be something we see in One UI 7.1 on the new devices when they release it the first of the year, like on the S25s and stuff like that. Maybe that'll be a feature that those have, and that's going to be limited by hardware. But as of this far, right now in One UI 7, we do not have any kind of battery information or battery health or anything like that. And that is both in the About phone and the device care section. It shows the same thing. Yeah, as far as the status bar, the battery icon, same thing, no change. The battery protection settings, again, same thing, no change. I'm just going over some of the main features that people always look at. Yeah, let's see, performance profile, all that kind of stuff is still the same, the standard and the light. Still no back gesture, still no predictive back gesture in the settings. So normally on Android 15 devices, if you go like this, you'll get a predictive back kind of preview of what the back page, the page you're going back to is going to be. I'll show you what I mean here on my Google Pixel. So on my Pixel on Android 15, if we go to swipe back, you can see the previous page before you swipe back to it. That is not something that is enabled on the S24 Ultra right now on One UI 7. You can search it in the developer settings, but it does not actually, it'll come up in the search, but it actually doesn't, the setting toggle does not come up. Dark icons are not a thing. So dark icons, it is in dark mode, and the icons are still the same. Dark icons are not a feature of One UI 7. Can you show the charging animation in YouTube landscape mode where the status bar is hidden? Let's see. Guys, I can see your comments. They don't go away. So if you post comments or you spam comments multiple times, you're going to get blocked. All right, so I'll go to a video here and put it in landscape mode. I don't have to wait for this ad to finish. All right, so we'll put it in landscape mode. It just drops down from the top right there where the status bar would be, and then it goes away. So you get the same animation that you do when your video is not, or when your phone has the status bar, it just pops up and then goes away. So that is the status bar. And if you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure you do click that subscribe button. Helps me out greatly. I do these videos when the beta is released. Like I said, it is 7 a.m. for me right now, or 7:24 a.m. And I got up early for you guys to be able to see this and get a first look here at what is new in One UI 7 Beta 2. So please make sure you click the subscribe button. Can you hold some random icons in Control Panel to see if the extra menu will move to the settings window? Huh? What do you mean in the Control Panel? The charging animation is the same, Roddy. I don't know what you mean by the settings window. Are you talking about like this? Because none of those are different. There's really no new features. They just fixed a couple bugs. So there's really not much. Like there's no new like actual features that I see right now. Test 2 more apps with the now bar function. I don't have any additional apps to test. The only app I have that I use with the now bar is Apple Music. I don't have like Spotify or anything that pops up down there, and I don't think I can't do like maps navigation or anything right now, so I don't think that I don't know if that's working yet or not. Call screen, I'm not going to show the phone app on live stream because I have people's phone numbers in there, and I'm not just going to call somebody random right now. Third-party music app, yeah, the Apple Music app is working on the now bar, and it's fixed so it doesn't get stuck when you close the app. Do lock screen notifications have the blurred background? Let me see if we have any options for that. They have that is what the card style notifications look like. They're not blurred, they're just slightly transparent. The charging animation on the always on display is the same as beta 1. Any new ringtones or sounds? I don't think so. Not that, I mean, there's a lot of them. I don't know all the ones that were there, but no, it looks like they're, the notification sounds and everything appear to be all the same. I don't think anything's changed there. Like I said, I don't know exactly what was there before, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you if it was new or not. Can I show the update list? Yeah, I'll go back to the update list. So here's all the stuff that was updated in beta 2. Oh, the quick toggles. Yeah, it takes you to the settings app. I believe there are some things expand, like the flashlight to change the brightness. But some take you to the settings, and then things like Wi-Fi and stuff like that do show the expanded list like that. So it just depends on what quick toggle it is. Is there a new over the horizon? I don't know what that is. Are the lock screen notification, or the sorry, not the notifications, are the lock screen controls? Yes, they're not buttons. No, I don't speak Spanish. The FE series is not eligible for the beta right now. It's just the S24, 24 Plus, and 24 Ultra, not any of the FE series. The animation's probably a little. Can I scroll down the list? Yeah, I'll scroll. Let's see. I should be able to get all of it. That's all of it right there in the screen. The animations aren't too bad. My camera's only working for live streaming at 30 frames a second right now, so you're only getting like a third of what it's actually capable of. They're a lot smoother in person, so just keep that in mind. The animations you see on screen are gonna be at 30 frames a second, whereas the phone is 120. So, where you guys see a little bit of like stutter and scroll, it's very smooth in person. So keep that in mind. But I've got the update list on screen if anybody is curious. But like I said, a lot of it was just bug fixes and stuff like that. They didn't throw a bunch of new features or changes in here. I thought we were gonna get some new um, the always on display without wallpaper. Yeah. So it just fades in just like before. Nothing really different there. It's basically like if you have the wallpaper on, it just doesn't fully go away. Did the battery life get better? I don't know about beta 2 because I just installed it like 20 minutes ago, but I think on beta 1 it was a little bit better than One UI 6. It depends on who you ask though, but um, it did get a little bit better. The charging animation has a bug that skipped the animation. No, the charging animation worked for me. It's the same as beta 1, but I didn't have any bugs with it. Patch notes? No, I didn't see anything. Um, it's just the update list right here on uh, this stuff right here. And there's like one known issue, and then the rest is just all that stuff right there. No, I think that they're done changing the animations. They've already said that they fixed the bug in beta 2. They changed the animation for the app switcher. They improved that. That was one of the changes on the top up here. Yeah, I do like the lock and unlock on the Pixel, how it kind of fades over to the power button and then fades in from the power button. I don't know why the camera, like, sometimes there's like a color on there. Sometimes it reflects off the metal on here and it like glitches the colors out on the camera. But yeah, I do like how the Pixel does that animation. Yeah, Samsung's lock animation is just pretty basic, and I don't like how when you put the phone to sleep, how that kind of just like pops in like that. I wish they would have like a smoother animation for like the clock and stuff popping up. But I'm curious to see how many betas we're gonna get this time because I'm guessing this is probably gonna come out sometime in January when the S25 launches. So mid-January, early February would be my guess. Samsung Messages. I don't use Samsung Messages. I use Google Messages. Samsung Messages will be losing RCS support for some major carriers. I believe in the UK and the US in January. I know Verizon in the US will not be supporting RCS on Samsung Messages. I do have a video out on that already on the channel. So you'll have to use Google Messages if you want to continue to use RCS after that. I do have Galaxy Buds. I don't have them on me right now, but I will test that and update that in a video if it is a new feature. Yeah, you can suggest things in the Members app. Again, the animations are perfectly smooth. What you're seeing is only 30 frames a second, so you're not seeing the full animations. I'm not going to try opening and closing the app. I'm not going to show animations because you guys can't even see how smooth they are because the camera frame rate is not the same frame rate as the screen, so you won't even be able to tell. Is there LC3 codec? I don't know how to check that, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, I mean, I've suggested stuff like that in the past. I have a bunch of suggestions in there. This isn't 60 frames a second. YouTube, the YouTube selection you have is 60 frames a second, but my Streamlabs is only set to 30 frames a second for this camera. If I set this camera to 60 frames a second, the screen just goes black. So I don't know why it's doing that, but even though you can select 60 frames a second on YouTube, both of my cameras in 4K right now are only at 30 FPS going into Streamlabs. So I just got this new the new Pocket 3. So when I upload an actual video, it'll be in 60 FPS, like actual 60 FPS 4K. But for some reason, streaming it doesn't. When I select 60 FPS, it doesn't work. So hopefully they'll update that soon and it'll work again. But I don't know why it's doing that. Because it doesn't. If I put it on 1080, it doesn't even give me the option for 60. It only gives me 30. It gives me the option for 60 on 4K, but like I said, it just blacks out the screen if I do it. So I tried OBS as well, and OBS, regular OBS. If I change the if I change the camera, any settings on the camera in OBS, it freezes it. Not that it doesn't freeze the camera; it just freezes the video feed. And then if I it just, yeah, like I said, it freezes the video feed. I can't change any of the camera settings in regular OBS. The only place that works is Streamlabs and Photo Booth on my Mac. Like Photo Booth on my Mac, it works fine and like all the regular stuff. But like for some reason, the streaming apps doesn't work. And I mean, I've looked it up. But a lot of people are having the issue with like OBS and Streamlabs and stuff like that working with the Osmo Pocket 3. I couldn't get it to work at all, and then I unchecked the preset box, and that's when it finally came up. Yeah, I do agree. They do need to do like so you can maybe like customize it or something like that. Because there's like a couple things like, especially like transitioning from like the phone being on to the phone being off. There's not a very good animation. I mean, it does kind of animate a little bit. Like it doesn't. It like kind of sinks into the screen, but the way it is like bright and then just dims out is kind of ugly. Does the large folder? Are you talking about like these? If you open them, that's what they look like. And then when they're closed, they just have the black background. I believe that follows the light and dark mode. You can't customize the background of these. I wish you could customize. I wish you could customize the folder backgrounds, like the large folder backgrounds, like you can with the backgrounds of the widgets. Because like the widget, you can turn the background off and make it transparent, or you can change transparency level, but you can't do that with the folders like that. And then some of these you can't even turn off the background. Like I don't know why this one you can't turn off the background for some reason. You can only change it between light, dark, and the transparency level. So like I have a widget stack, but like one's transparent. You can see it goes transparent, and then this one has the background on it for whatever reason, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if that's a bug that you can't change it on certain ones, or if I don't know why that's like that. I've already gone over the Now bar. It works fine with the Apple Music app. It's always worked with the Apple Music app, so I don't know. Any media apps like that work. I don't know about like third-party apps, like as far as like DoorDash or like Uber Eats or something like that for showing on the Now bar. No, they're not going to work until this is out to the public because they don't have their apps updated yet. Yeah, I did report. I did put a suggestion in for the app drawer. Let me. Does it feel any smoother? Not. I mean, it feels about the same. Um, it feels about the same, but like I said, Beta 1 wasn't really like laggy or anything like that for me. It had pretty good performance. The lock screen shortcuts are the same. They're not buttons. They're still the swipe. The navbar settings. The navbar settings are basically the same except for they moved this to the front page. There's no like, it used to just be all on the additional page and there would be an option for it, but now it's just this page. And they need to fix the more and capitalize the M. The Home 16 version on Good Lock. I don't think it's working yet. I'm pretty sure none of the Good Lock stuff's been updated yet. That one's still unplugged. Oop. Yeah, it's still not. None of these have been updated yet. There's no updates available for them yet. Those won't get updated until the release comes out or just before it. Pretty cool looking cover. Are you talking about the case or the wallpaper? Let me check the Samsung store too for updates, just to see if any of these updates, because they did fix one app, I believe. I think it was Remind. No, okay. So I think there is an update for reminders as well. I just showed the Now bar setting page. Just go back like 2 minutes. There was a reminder fix for the reminder widget. I don't have the reminder widget on my phone, but there was a fix for the reminder widget. So that has been fixed for, I think it was the background or something like that. This phone case I got on, this is like an $8 phone case from eBay. Just like a super cheap eBay phone case. They had a buy two get one free sale. So I got like 3 different colors. I got a red one, the red and black, and then a blue and black. Any changes to app animations? Not the app animations, just they improved the app switcher animations is what the release notes say. I can probably find a link for you. If you're in the US at least, I can probably find a link for you. Let me see if I can find where I got it. I just got it not too long ago, so it should still be there. It's got the MagSafe magnet on it, and that's cool and all, like maybe like for a wallet. But I have found that MagSafe chargers do not charge well for the S23 Ultra. Like I have a Belkin stand. I have a like battery banks and stuff, and it was like 5 hours to charge my phone on the Belkin stand. Yeah, here we go. I'll post the link in the. There's the link to the item, the case. I think they changed the transmission animation to home screen when you open an app that isn't placed in home screen. looks the same to me. It kind of just opens up from the app icon. I don't really notice too much of a difference there. I don't have Bixby set up. I use Gemini, which is the same.
I can do lots of things. I'm good at brainstorming ideas, clarifying tricky concepts,
Bixby,
tasks
not
like
Bixby.
recapping meetings, and helping you research
Gemini.
a topic.
Shut up.
Not sure where to begin? Here's how I can help. Get more done. Talk things out live. Say, let's go live, or tap the live icon in the Gemini app to have a background conversation.
I
Ask
closed
questions.
you.
Set reminders.
Jesus. Yep, no problem. Beta 3? No, I don't know. Beta 2 just came out today. If it comes out any similar to Beta 2, probably in a couple weeks. But I mean, Christmas and the New Year's are coming up, so that might affect it as well. So probably sometime in January would be my guess. Maybe like the second week of January. I don't think it would be the first week of January, with the first being right in the middle of the week. If you're just joining the stream and you want to see everything that's new, just restart the stream. You can play it from the beginning. Bixby with the now bar? I don't think Bixby supports the now bar. I don't see a Bixby. Oh yeah, it does. Hold on. Let me see. Let me change my I'm gonna change my phone to Bixby real quick. Like I said, I don't use Bixby. I have it set to Gemini. Let's see. Where do you even? Let's see. It's under apps, I think. Let's see. Default apps. Digital Assistant app. Bixby. Okay, let's see here. I don't know what Bixby exactly does on the now bar. Like I said, I don't have Bixby set up, so I don't know what exactly it's going to respond to right now, but it looks like we might be dropping a few frames. I'm not too sure why, so if you do see a little bit of lag in the stream, it's probably my internet acting up a little bit. Bixby. Hold on, let me try to set up Bixby real quick and see if I can get him to work. Let's see.
Hi, my name is Bixby.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Hi, my name is Bixby.
Hi, my name is Bixby.
Why does that sound?
Hi, my name is Bixby.
Why does that sound so terrible? Create a custom voice? Let's see what that does. I have to download the custom voice creator. They removed the notification bubble on the lock screen? What do you mean? You can still do the card view. Yeah, I don't use Bixby. I haven't used Bixby. Like, the only time I ever used Bixby was when it first came out, and you got like rewards points for using it. But other than that, I haven't. I've like never used it. I don't know what's going on here with the internet again, but I'm dropping a lot of frames. So, like I said, if you see some lag or it sounds a little weird, it's likely something to do with that. All right, see if we can get this frame rate to go back up. Let's see if I can, let's see what's going on here. All right, I don't know what's going on here with the frame rate again. It keeps dropping like really bad. So I might have to end this stream. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. But I mean, I can tell in the preview here it's lagging really bad.